Hello and welcome. I'm Molly Holly coming to you live on my personal page. So today I want to talk to you about micro purposes and macro purposes. So a micro purpose might just be the reason why you do something day to day at a kind of moment by moment level. It could be because you want more money, it could be because you want more energy, it could be because you want someone to know that you're thinking about them. It's a micro purpose, it's a moment, a thought. And so it's quite interesting. Everyone's always looking for, like, what's my purpose? How do I find my purpose? When you actually have so many micro purposes already throughout your day, and you'll actually start to notice patterns in those micro purposes. So, patterns in certain habits, why you do certain habits. The micro purpose could be because it's social, but it could also be because of your health and how you want to feel about yourself. And this really shows up in work because often in the workplace, there's like the company purpose and there's this big purpose. And whether you resonate with it or not is a whole nother topic. But oftentimes when we're going about our day, when we're going about our work, we're not thinking like about the company's big purpose, right? We're thinking about our micro purposes. Like, I just want to do a great job here. I hope I get paid more. Or I hope this helps my colleague. Or, right, there's these micro moments, or depending on what you're doing, it might be maybe you have an opportunity to make someone stay or make someone feel better, or yeah, just do a great job, to practice your skills, to try something different. And so these are micro purposes that I think really can make work so much more enjoyable. The more we have these micro purposes throughout the day, the more purposeful that day becomes. And then we have the macro purposes, and this is often what a lot of people try to find when they're looking for, like, what's my purpose? How do I find my purpose? Do I have a purpose? It's always this macro purpose, whether it's starting a business or entrepreneurship to solve a greater problem, or maybe it's working for a certain company that has a macro purpose that you resonate with. And why I want to talk about both micro and macro purposes is, one, because if you haven't figured out your macro purpose yet, then really anchoring in those micro purposes, those micro moments that give you purpose. And often by layering those, you'll find a pattern which lead you to your macro purpose. But the other side of this is, like, often people, it's like you're allowed to have both at the same time, and they don't necessarily have to relate. For example, you can have the micro purpose, like, I just want to make more money today, and you can have the macro purpose of, I want to help the environment, or I want to help this social group. Just because you have the micro purpose of wanting to make more money doesn't mean that you're somehow being inauthentic with your macro purpose. And so we really need to give ourselves the permission to actually have these micro purposes as well as the macro purpose. Or even it's the opposite. Maybe you have the bigger purpose of wanting to build an empire, a multi-million dollar empire, but day to day you really find purpose in helping someone, in helping them see themselves in a different light. And so being able to balance the duality of both, being able to give yourself the permission to have both, is so freeing, because it's not, you don't need to prove your purpose to anyone. You don't need to prove it to yourself. You don't need to prove that you're being authentic or inauthentic or not, or anything like that. It's just like, okay, what is the thing that really gets me excited in the morning? What's the thing that really gets me excited to keep working on this project, this job, this skill, whatever it is I'm doing? And can I still be proud of the fact that I have this bigger purpose? So, thank you so much for watching, for being here. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you're watching the replay, just, yeah, add your comments, what your micro purposes are, what your macro purposes are, what are your thoughts on this topic. And also to just, yeah, give yourself permission to see certain things as a purpose and be okay with that. It doesn't it doesn't have to be something magical and life changing. It can just be the thing that excites you to keep going, that the thing that really kind of like focuses your mind, like, yes, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm looking forward to. All right, if you want to see more of me, then please subscribe to my channel and have a great day or night.